Okay. How much of the sequence is montage?
I think about half of it.
Yeah. So here I would put James Marsh uses this section of the film and the montage that ends it to summarise, yeah? Just to indicate forwards that you're going to talk about the montage. Instead of moving backwards, I would say in reverse chronology. Just fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, it means the same thing, but
I tried to write down like everything you were saying in the last one, like word for word.
Was that all right?
Yeah.
I'm not really supposed to be dictating, but you know that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I changed some of it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think you need to say something a bit more.
I tried to when you said research what happens, I tried to research, but I really couldn't find anything for some reason. Like nothing good came up.
I don't know what's just happened in the film. Where are they in the film?
Well, it's
Have they been to Buckingham Palace?
Well, I think so. Yeah, I think that's where it is. I think he's just been offered a knighthood, and they're just in the garden.
Let's just have a look, shall we? Let's go back. Okay, so just we're looking at the screenplay, the final shooting screenplay, and in the Queen's private garden at Buckingham Palace. That's the location that I want you to put in brackets. And I've also said have a read of this. That's where it is. I just did a search like that. Theory of Everything screenplay. Connotation here with an E.
What grade would you say this is? Right now?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Yeah, I'm just looking at that. I'll come back to that. I would say change to a montage. We're redrafting our
Did you see my redraft?
Not yet. I'll come to you in a sec. Let me just go through this with Melody. I would say instead of one example, one important piece of mise en scène, and it's red ribboned middle or a medal with a red ribbon.
Yeah.
It's not a robe. I wouldn't say the fact that that is not your strongest grammatical bit. God, you've done exactly 1,500 words. That's amazing. And here, instead of saying in terms of editing, you can just say You could just say Marsh. Just cut that out. Marsh uses shot reverse shot. Shot reverse shot has hyphens in it. While Hawking and whatever her name is, what's her name, Jane?
Yeah.
While Hawking and Jane are talking rather than they're talking, it's just a bit informal to say there with an apostrophe. Before cutting to the two shot or cutting to a two shot TWO dash shot, which means like a shot with two characters in it. Yeah. Able-bodied has a hyphen as well. To the recently knighted Hawking rather than knighthood offered.
Well, he didn't accept it, so it's like.
So what's he wearing that for then?
I don't know. I think he was just offered it one day, but then afterwards he just decided not to accept it. That's why I said offered instead of knighted, because he wasn't really knighted.
Well, what's he doing in the Queen's Garden then?
I don't know.
So we just looked at this Companion of Honour, which you're going to research, which is what he's actually got, and that's what the ribbon denotes.
I'm sending you the thing now.
Right, and obviously you have to change that. And that's a bit repetitive. I think you might be able to say something. I think I'd take that bit out and say more in the montage bit. Sorry, I should be talking to you, but I'm not. I'm just reading. Rather than I'd say illicit. Sorry, I know I said provoke before. I would do a bit of research on what. This is just a bit informal to say he edits the previous shots together. I would do a bit of research on how montage can be used to compress a story, or you could say this is a selection of highlights, almost like a photo album of their relationship. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything about the 180-degree rule here. I thought I said that before. And yeah, I would go to, so there's nothing wrong with what you said here, but what I'd like you to do is, rather than making general points about, oh, all these devices are used, all these techniques are used, is now go to the shooting script.
Yeah.
And take it through chronologically like you have the other piece. Because I think, I mean, obviously it might not be exactly the same, but it will give you the opportunity to say, for example, here, he uses special effects to show the scar from his tracheotomy operation disappear. Does that happen in the sequence?
Yeah.
Yeah. Use this, okay, to help you to describe, but put on, you can say in a medium shot we see this, or in a medium shot the audience sees this. Yeah.
So what do I, like, if I'm talking about the montage and I was going to use this, like, how would I, like, do I just take a line from what it said there and describe why?
Yeah, and but add in the what you think is interesting about the mise en scène, or the so for example.